We would be honored if you would join us.
What's going on, Star Wars fans and action figure collectors? I have another vintage collection action figure review for you today. VC348, quote unquote, Clone Trooper Lieutenant Teth. This is a 501st Clone Trooper, not a lieutenant. So I don't know. They did that with the 6-inch one. They called it the Lieutenant. It was just a standard 501st Trooper, Phase 1. But that's all right. We know what it is, and once it's out of the packaging and the packaging's away, I don't really care. It's a Clone Trooper. I'll get a Lieutenant down. We'll show you a Lieutenant that was previously released in the vintage collection. But yeah, do love that these are getting some love, especially the Phase 1s. These sculpts of the Phase 1s have been absolutely unreal. And yeah, to see a standard sort of 501st grunt is awesome. I hope Captain Rex is not too far away to lead the troops. I'm looking forward to Anakin arriving, hopefully in the next few weeks. Yeah, on the back, 348. Let's look at the figure. And again, nice card art. I like the white on the yellow, looks good. Great looking figure. Let's bust him open and have a look. Alright folks, here he is out of the packaging. And what we have out of the packaging is, in my opinion, the best Clone Trooper to date, period. And I'm going to explain why. In terms of sculpt, just perfect what they've done with this figure. It's slightly different. I was expecting it to be very similar to, or very much just the same build as the Phase 1 that we've had just recently with the removable helmet. And there was that sort of ever so slight issue with the chin sort of showing. Yeah, this guy doesn't have that problem, which is great. Accessory wise, it does come with just the sort of standard blaster rifles. If you would like to focus on that, that'd be fantastic. Doesn't want to play along. There we have it. So yeah, pretty standard there. Same with this rifle. They're not super soft or anything, which is nice. They've gone back to something a little bit firmer. There's still a little bit of flex in it, but it's not going to wrap itself around on itself like some of the weapons have in recent years. So that's cool. Also, I've done the peg test on the KR stand just to make sure those peg holes are exactly the way they need to be, and it does. He stands well. The stand's not coming off. Alright, let's get into the figure. Now, you know, it's been a long time coming, this one. And that is the fact that it is a solid helmet, no head sculpt underneath, which I think is important for any grunts. Any sort of standard troopers shouldn't need a removable helmet. Always appreciate it. It's cool, it looks good, it works. But, I don't know, I think individual head sculpts should be saved for characters with names. Which is fine at this point in time. I'm all for just a good, solid trooper. Nothing stopping the sculpt and sacrificing the sculpt for other parts. But yeah, this one's come out really, really nice. The blue is fantastic. Like I've noted at the start of the video and on the thumbnail, that this is indeed the 501st Legion Phase 1. Not the Lieutenant as it says on the card back. We have a Lieutenant. This is from the Phase 1, I suppose, TVC mold of the Clone Trooper. Still looks good, still holds up. I still keep these troopers in the ranks, but you can see the difference between the Lieutenant. They've got the sort of the lighter blue, and they've got the 4 dots on the chest there to signify that rank. Because you have the sergeants that are red, yellow commanders, and I can't remember. I can't remember. But yeah, this is the Lieutenant here on the right. So just wanted to bring that one in. Yeah, that's got the old head sculpt based on Bodhi Taylor. But yeah, I've still got a few of these lying around, which is cool. I'm happy with that. But yeah, this one, obviously, it's got the same blue as Rex, 501st Legion. Really hoping we get a Captain Rex at some point. I do have the Phase 2. So blue's pretty much the same. The one on the Phase 1 is sort of a little bit more gloss. This one's a little bit more of a matte colour on the Phase 2. But for the most part, yeah, both are fantastic. I think they've got the troopers right finally, which is amazing. You know, I do really love this figure. Can't wait to get Anakin and another one. I'm going to be picking up another one of these guys. Got to have at least 2, at least, and then yeah, maybe build up on that army at some point. Apologies for the focus there, folks. I hope you can't hear. I've got the pedestal fan on, so it could be blowing a little bit of noise around every time it does its pass. So hopefully that's not being picked up on at the moment. I won't know until I go in to edit it. I dare say the one tiny little missing detail is the little red indicator light on the top of the helmet. So this one got it. This one, unfortunately, missed out on that. Just the tiny little detail, but you know what? I'm going to have him facing forward. And looking good. Just the head sculpt on this thing is unreal. You know, I did say in this review, this one's pretty damn good. A removable helmet. You can see there's just some slight... Yeah, it's just slightly big. It's just that wide sort of look that it needed to have the head underneath it. But yeah, like I said, I don't think we need that. I'd rather just have clones be clones. You know, don't need to give them all an individual underneath. The articulation is pretty much as you expect from 3 3/4 inch these days. He's got the ball joint in the head and the top of the neck, so barbells in there. Ball hinges in the shoulders, and those sort of armor flaps sort of come up a little bit so you can get them right up there, spin them around. Nice 90-degree hinge there at the elbow. The left hand here has an inward hinge as well as the swivel, and on the other wrists up and down hinge with the swivel in there as well. It's got the barbell in the torso, in the hips, swivels at the thighs just behind the armor plating there, ball hinges in the knees, ball hinges in the ankles, and that swivel rocker joint in the foot. So you get this guy some cool poses. I might give him the smaller blaster. But yeah, really nice figure. I feel like they've finally nailed clones. No reason for upgrades in the future, not in 3 3/4. I think they're good now. What I actually do like is that the paint on the visor is actually a little bit more of a gloss, which is nice. It's got that sort of reflective look, which really stood out in Attack of the Clones, but it didn't really sort of do much after that. There's some parts of Attack of the Clones where they're almost mirrored. But yeah, really looking forward to getting at least another one of these guys and having Anakin lead them. The new Anakin. Not that the bad one's any bad, but yeah, the new one's going to be super cool. I'm excited about that one. So yeah, there is the quote-unquote Clone Trooper Lieutenant. Also the, correctly named 501st trooper from Phase 1. Just a really nice looking vintage figure, this one. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please drop a comment down below. Sound out, let me know if you're going to pick this one up. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated, and we'll catch you again very soon. Till then, may the Force be with you, always.